Injury update. It's the same as yesterday. Nothing's changed, and that's where we are.
Questions?
Claude, the Crutchy line obviously was affected most by the injuries up front this year, but since Rich has come back and moved back up with them, do you think they've started to find kind of gelling together a little bit?
Well, a little bit. I think Richard still has Pev still has a ways to go. I think, I think he's certainly not at the top of his game right now, and we want him to continue to progress. He's certainly aware of that because I think that's going to be a big key to us, to our success moving forward. Is that line is a good line, and Pev is at the top of his game. And obviously, we don't expect him to come back after being out for 6 weeks and be at the top of his game. But we want to make sure that he continues to progress here.
The way you guys won most of your series last year, grinding down the other team's defensemen on their retrievals, getting hits, and wearing them out, and maybe emerging and getting stronger as the series went on. Is it the same ball game going into this series, or is it a different kind of a team and a different way to play them?
Well, I don't know how much I want to start talking about our game plan here, but the one thing, Mick, is that our team is, like I always say, built a certain way where we have to play a certain style, and that's not about to change. I think that's what allowed us to win last year, and basically you can make this statement whatever you want with it, and but we're a team that has a lot of our scoring is spread out, and so we need everybody going, and we like to grind things out, and when we do that, we're at our best.
Good. Just to follow that up, some teams try to get you getting under your skin or getting frustrations. How good do you feel your team has sort of channeled that into a positive and not ended up in the penalty box?
Well, I think that's always part of playoff gamesmanship, I guess, in a way where they're going to try and goat you into taking penalties, and again, our guys can go back to what they experienced last year. I thought we did a pretty good job, and I think one of the keys there as well was that when we did take a penalty, our penalty kill was very good in the playoffs. So that has to, again, be the case this year.
Lucic saying down there that he's feeling a lot better this year, going to the playoffs, skating better, a little more confidence and feeling better about his game. Just where he's at this point in the season and how consistent that he's been throughout this year.
Well, I think, growth and obviously experience, maturity, all that stuff goes hand in hand. And, I think he's right in a way where I find that the last couple of months he has skated as well as we've seen him skate. And that's been part of his game. He's been able to carry the puck instead of always looking to give it to either a centerman or his other line mate. And he's been able to carry it up the ice, and with his outside speed and then cutting to the net, I think he's been able to create a lot. And, obviously even making plays from that, and remembering Krejci's goal from a pass from just behind the goal line. And that's what Luch is all about, his forecheck, his physical presence, his strength. And when he's skating, he's certainly one of those guys that's hard to stop when he decides to go to the net.
You did a lot of power play work today. What are the keys to this year's playoff power play, obviously being better than last year's playoff power play?
Not waiting until the finals. Yeah, that would be one key, Matt. I think it's, again, this is it's a little bit of a touchy subject for everybody for quite a while now. And, and we finished 15th, so we finished in the middle of the pack this year. But again, when you look at our team and you say, well, we've got one guy with 29, 27 goals, our scoring is spread out. We don't have those Stamkos. We don't have those kind of guys. So, a lot of our goals is more about what we talked about. We're more of a grinding team than, I guess, versus a highly skilled kind of team. And just because of that, it makes it maybe a little bit harder to score the amount of goals that certain teams do. But at the end of the day, you say, what makes it work for your team? And last year, if I look back in the finals, we played a team that had the number one power play, but then they ran into a gritty group of penalty killers. And at the end of the day, we were able to win that matchup. So again, it goes hand in hand, and we keep working on it every day because we know that's an area that becomes a challenge for us. But when you look at the final stats of teams, where they are in as far as the power play is concerned, there's also a lot of teams below us that you'd expect to be above us. So I don't know if it's a disappointment. I think that this year, personally, I found our power play to be better when it came to bringing the puck in, spending time in the offensive zone, and then moving it around. Probably the biggest issue that I think our team faced as far as the playoffs was concerned was the finishing. And when you look at the end of the night, we take time to review that stuff, and you look at the scoring chances you had on the power play, and there's a lot of nights where it did everything but score. So, it's not as bad a situation as many people think. But at the same time, Matt, I tell you that we would like our power play to be able to maybe finish a little bit better here in the playoffs.